William Wordsworth was an English poet from 1790 to the late 1830s. Noted as one of the greatest poets of his time, Wordsworth, along with his close friend Samuel Taylor Coleridge, was a leading English poet that ushered in the Romantic era of writing. Wordsworth was born on April 7th of 1770 in Cumberland, in the Lake District of England. William's parents, John Wordsworth and Anne Cookson, both died by 1783. With the loss of their parents, Dorothy Wordsworth and William were very close, both being interested in nature and poems. After his mother's death, William was sent to Hawkshead Grammar School for his primary education. In 1787, Wordsworth wrote his first sonnet to be published in the European magazine and enrolled in St. John's College. In 1791, William traveled to a war-torn France, only to meet Annette Bellem. Quickly falling in love and bearing a child, Wordsworth was forced to leave the revolutionary-stricken France. Though he continued to support both Annette and the child, Wordsworth did not see either for 10 years. During this time, Wordsworth consumed himself with writing, producing both lyrical ballads and a second edition. It was in 1802 that Wordsworth eloped with Mary Hutchinson. By 1810, the couple had 5 children, and Wordsworth was well on his way to becoming a successful writer. In 1798, as a part of his lyrical ballads, Wordsworth produced Tintern Abbey, a sonnet. In this sonnet, Wordsworth expresses his dismay as long winters have kept him from the beautiful Catholic abbey he once loved as a boy. Having finally returned, Wordsworth notes that time has changed this once pristine monastery into a forest of sorts. While the reader would at first glance assume that this change has upset Wordsworth, the author does not seem to feel anger or dismay, but rather a sense of beauty seen in the overgrown abbey. Wordsworth comments that things may appear old and overused, but if you search, beauty can be found. This is undoubtedly a reference to his own life. Though not an old man, Wordsworth during this time of his life certainly was feeling demoralized by his forced absence from Annette, his French lover. In Tintern Abbey, Wordsworth expresses his romantic background by the idea that nature has overtaken something so powerful as the Catholic Church, which is represented by the Abbey. As William Wordsworth aged, he received awards such as an honorary Doctor of Civil Law degree from Durham University and Oxford University. In 1843, he was made the Poet Laureate of England, a job title that included Wordsworth writing stories and poems on his own time for the king in his court leisure. 8 years later, William Wordsworth died on the 23rd of April. He is buried in St. Oswald's Church in Grasmere. As a final farewell, Wordsworth's life work, a poem to his dear friend Samuel Thomas Coleridge, The Prelude, was published posthumously.